Well, hello to everyone. Hope that you like this location I have found today. And my plan is to try to fix my MAGWheel. This is not a tutorial, a standard tutorial. I mean, I am not an expert. I have never done this before. But if you want, you can stay with me today and let's see if I'm able to fix this MAGWheel. Something that you know that I've been asking for to Onewheel is the right to repair. In this case, MAGWheel, it provides the right to repair, and they have sent to me 2 controllers in order to fix my MAGWheels. Well, this is how it looks, the new controller. It's been sent by the vendor to me, I mean the manufacturer, and well, there are a lot of cables, right? A lot of wires, but if we group some of them in groups of 3, things are more easy to operate with this board. Well, this is how it looks now. I have paired these 3 cables, I've grouped them, these others here in the top, and these ones in the left. So now I think it's more manageable, this board. Well, now let's see how to open the MAGWheel, okay? There are 3 options. You can get access to the controller through the pad. I mean, from the top pad, we should unscrew these screws, right? There is another option, which is doing it by the back, okay? This is the back, okay? This one is from the battery. The one that is more thicker and the more flat is the one where we can also get access to the controller, or we can use the 2 methods, okay? We can open the back and the top so that everything would be free, right? In this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just open the MAGWheel through the back, okay? And let's see if I can operate directly from here. Well, I'm gonna share with you the materials that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this hammer. I will be using this with this knife in order to retire the cover once I have unscrewed all the screws, of course. For that, I will use this screwdriver. This is a star screwdrivers. I have 2 of them. I will be using these scissors, and then this white tab in order to label each of the cables with this pen, in order to make sure that I know which were the previous connections, in order to reproduce that in the new board. And that's all, okay? Well, now I'm gonna sit down a bit because I know that this will take a while. So what I'm gonna do here is, with this knife and this hammer, try to remove this cover in order to have access to the controller. Well, as you have seen, it's been pretty easy, okay? At the beginning, I have used my screwdriver in order to get some of position here, a bit of place. Once I have been able to place here the screwdriver, I have set at the same time my knife, and then I just moved my knife around, okay, without removing it. And I was waiting a few seconds because I was feeling that it was getting access slowly, okay? So I just moved all my knife all around and the cover was out. Well, now I will go to my table again and I will show you how I operate with this controller in order to get replaced it. Okay, so this is the controller. And the first operation that we will do is to disconnect the power, okay, to the batteries. Is this thick cable with this red plug. The next operation is this cable that now is the power cable, which is not connected, and it's going to this capacitor, right? So we need now to discharge this capacitor because now this has power, right? So what we are going to do is with this hammer, with this rubber handle, right, we are going to hit over these cables in order to discharge the capacitor, okay? We need to do this very carefully, right? Okay, so we have now discharged the capacitor, and now what I'm gonna do is just to label all these pairs of cables, right? And I will be also removing these brackets here in order to have more freely access to operate this controller. Well, so now what I will do is just to label each pair of cables, and every time I will be labeling them, I will unplug, so that slowly I will be freezing all the cables, and hopefully at the end it will be the controller free of cables, and I will be able to retire it and replace it with a new one. Well, we are almost done. We have these three cables that they have this, okay, and I will require with these scissors to remove a piece of this plastic in order to be able to unplug them. Well, we are done. We have removed all the wires, and now this is completely free. No? We can now remove the controller and place a new one. Well, now is when I will group cables in collections of 3, because this way it will be more easy to replicate the numbers from the previous controller, right? So there are these 3 cables. Well, now it is very easy, okay? I have labels here, and I have the old controller with the cables that they are grouped and they are labeled. I just need to replicate these labels, these numbers now in the new controller, and then just switch the controller, just connect it to the new to the board, and everything should work fine. Well, I have labeled each of the cables, so now I will be just placing the controller in the board with this MAGWheel, and let's see if hopefully it works. Well, of course, the last cable is the power one, okay? So now we'll connect the power, and of course this capacitor will charge, and hopefully it will not be any kind of problem. Well, so we have this done. Now we just need to screw a bit the board here, okay, the controller, in order to have it fixed. And then we will just closing this, and everything, it will work. Okay, this is complete, as you can see. At least it is closed. Well, this is the moment. More important here is try to switch on and see if it works. Okay, it works. Okay, and before we go, we need to pair the motor with the new controller. So we need to place something like this, okay? We need to switch the two sensors and then switch on the MAGWheel. Okay, and we're done. Okay, so this was the do-it-yourself repair, self-repair, the right to repair, also that I have talked to you in the previous videos. So yeah, you can see that I've been able to repair my MAGWheel in just a few minutes, and it is not needed to send it to California or whatever in order to get it fixed. It is very easy. You just need the right to repair, and in this case you have that with MAGWheel. That's all from my part, and if you like it, please subscribe, place a thumbs up, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.